Representative James Comer had a complete meltdown on Tuesday after he was asked about loans he appears to have given his brother. Now, Comer has insisted for months that President Joe Biden is guilty of taking illegal bribes and therefore is corrupt and should be impeached, despite no evidence here. But most recently, Comer cited a check the president gave his brother, Jim, back in 2018 as the smoking gun that reveals the complicity of the Biden crime family in crime or something. There's, of course, a lot wrong with those allegations. First off, what does that have to do? What does the check have to do with anything? Last I knew, loaning money to your family members is not illegal. Second of all, it wasn't even when he was in office or running for president. What's going on here? Where's the beef? I mean, it looks like there's no there here. All right, and yet James Comer says, corruption. And yet last week, the Daily Beast revealed that Comer and his own brother engaged in multiple land swaps over the years through family-owned businesses that do not appear to actually exist on paper. Very strange. It seems both shady and potentially corrupt, doesn't it? So during a hearing, Democratic Representative Jared Moskowitz decided to ask him about this, and, well, it eventually caused some fireworks. Take a look.
I've never loaned my brother one penny. That story that you tweeted also said I had a shell company. That is bullshit. You can come to Monroe County and look at all the land that is titled in that LLC. Never loaned my brother money. Don't have an LLC. But you and Goldman, who is Mr. Trust Fund, continue to try to
reclaiming my time.
No, I'm not going to give you your time back. We can stop the clock. You all continue to, you look like a Smurf here, just going around and all this stuff. Now listen,
Mr. Chairman, I'm
going to tell you something.
Hold on. If we're not on time,
you disinformation.
You have gone on TV and said the president did something illegal. You're doing stuff with your brother. The American people have the same questions. Why should they believe you? Why should they believe you? Why should they believe you? There's a different rule for the president. There's a different rule for you. Why should they believe what you're saying, Mr. Chairman?
Okay, so I do not understand why at some point Comer called Moskowitz a Smurf. That seems rather odd, but okay, all right, sure. That was fun. Now, here's the thing. Comer's deal involved not only a big payment, but multiple land swaps, shell companies, and requests for special tax breaks. So I don't see any of that with the Biden loaning his brother $200,000. And he also didn't mention any of that in the full explanation in the video. And let me just add that Comer Land and Cattle does not appear in any filings in the state of Kentucky or elsewhere as a registered business. Now, it did exist at one time, but hasn't done business in years. So, I mean, you know, to me, this seems like these land swaps are kind of like more like accounting tricks here, used to inherit land from his father without having to pay like certain taxes and fees and things like that. That's my guess of the read of the situation here. Just a way to try to avoid, you know, paying for it, essentially. And the value of these transactions, by the way, appears to be larger than even the largest loan that Biden gave to his own brother. And so there's, you know, a lot of value here, and they save a lot of money. And oh, look at that. Comer also kicked about $18,000 to his brother in one of the loans as well. So, in one of the swaps, I should say. Now, not only that, but when he was engaging in this, right? He was in government. That gave him a bit of an advantage here. So, you know, there's that. And then, of course, there was the fact that he was financed by a bank that he sat on the board of, which gave him, again, an insider advantage. So using all of that, his position in the government of Kentucky, and on the bank board to give himself loans. All this stuff, using your insider advantages in order to avoid taxes, fees, and all that stuff. That sounds a bit like corruption. I'm just gonna say it. It sounds like corruption. And yet, no wonder Comer comes out and says, you know what that is? Bullshit. That's what it is. It's BS. It's a BS story. You look like a Smurf. What? Now, there's more video that I want to show you here, and that's Moskowitz, who decides to challenge him a little bit more.
Why? You go on Fox News and say loans and deals are a way to evade taxes. We don't know that's what you're doing or not. We don't know. We have no idea. We're supposed to take your word for it. But when the president
you've
says
already been proven a liar, Mr. Moskowitz.
What's that?
You've already been proven a liar.
Who's proven me a liar? You?
Yes.
Your word means nothing, Mr. Chairman.
Go to my hometown. There's a camera crew there today, an opposition research crew there today.
Mr. Chairman, this seems to have gotten under your skin.
I'll pay for your ticket.
I think the American people have lots of questions, Mr. Chairman, and perhaps you should sit maybe for a deposition.
I will be happy. I will sit with Hunter Biden and Jim Biden, and we can go over our LLC.
That'll be great. I'll make sure the ranking member is happy that you'll sit at a table. I'll reclaim my time, Mr. Chairman. I'll wrap it up quickly. All I'm saying, Mr. Chairman, is you may have done nothing wrong. No,
but you tweeted that I did.
I'm claiming my time, Mr. Chairman. There's a story out there, right? Because we believe everything in the media, like when you go on Fox News and say things and everyone says that they're true with innuendos and ifs and maybe the Biden family, the crime family, all this nonsense. But when it happens to you, it's fake news. And what I'm saying is there should be the same. I'm reclaiming my time, Mr. Chairman. There should be the same standard. You said at the beginning of this hearing, the Biden administration can't have it both ways. Neither can you, Mr. Chairman. I yield my time back. Thank you.
Okay, so that was fun. Here's the thing, though. Is what Biden is being alleged to have done in loaning his brother money, is any of that illegal? No. No. Is what Comer did illegal? I don't think so. I mean, probably not. Are any of them going to get in trouble? No. Of course not. Now, what's the point then? That's my question. And I'll let you know when I figure out the answer, because I don't see a point. Look, what you have is Comer making all these allegations without any evidence to back it up, no smoking gun. So they're basically trying to find the facts to fit their allegation instead of using the facts to come to a conclusion, So they're doing it the opposite way, but for political reasons. Comer, here's the thing. Comer did essentially the same thing that he accused Biden of doing. And so at the end of the day, what is it? It's theater. Republicans want so badly to distract from Trump's alleged crimes while doing politics. So I don't know. I guess we're going to waste time and taxpayer money looking into Biden's crimes that aren't actually crimes because we got nothing better to do. That's Republicans. And so they got to have their newest Benghazi, and that's what it is. Every time Republicans get into power, they create a Benghazi. They spend all their time doing nonsense hearings that lead to nothing, and later on they're just forgotten the next time they assume power. But don't worry, it starts all over again with a new Benghazi, and that's what this is. This is Benghazi once again. This is our politics at its dumbest and most cringe.